Yo, DBNK people, how y'all doing? Some do say debunk, some do call me debunk. I don't know, maybe I do be debunking some stuff, but listen, this right here, this right here, ain't that some shit? Again, OGDBNK, because we done being nice, not normal. Figure it out. Like, comment, leave us a subscription, y'all. Come on, let's grow this community. All right, let's grow this community, dog. Ayesha Curry been in the news cycle. Ayesha Curry been in the news cycle lately. And listen, I got a few clips here. We just gonna go through, just try and decipher, figure out what she's saying, what she not saying, what people are saying, and we gonna just react to that. You know what I mean? We just gonna react to that. So listen, without further ado, let's get to this.
Talk about how you met Mr. Steph Curry. You met him in high school?
Yeah, so I'm Canadian.
Okay.
So I grew up in
By the way, if you don't know, this right here is off of. There's two clips here, both off of the podcast. Who's Your Daddy? I think we all know who does that. Who's Your Daddy? If you don't know, go figure it out. Go find out. Google it. Whose podcast is named Who's Your Daddy? I'll try and put a link in the description. I totally forgot about that. That's my bad. But yeah, let's get to it.
Markham, Ontario. And I moved to the States at 14 to North Carolina. And that's actually where we met. He's one of the first people that I met in the States, but just friends. Obviously, we were 14. Right. Went to the same church.
For the record, what I didn't know is she's Canadian. I'm not surprised or anything. I'm just saying, a lot of time you see these people, you just assume they're American, but she's Canadian.
Shared the same friend groups at church. And then when I moved to LA, he Facebooked me.
Did he write on your wall, or it was like a private message?
No, it was a private message, but he was like, hey, do you still live in LA? That's a lie. The first message was, I was in this music video, and he was like, hey, who is that in the music video, in the picture?
Was she singing or was she a video girl? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Was she singing or was she a video girl? She was in a music video. But now that she says she was in a music video, you know what I mean? I start to think back and I'd be like, you know, I do be seeing, well, maybe not say I do be seeing because it's not current. I do remember kind of seeing a girl that looked like Ayesha Curry on a few music videos back in the day. But you know, that's neither here or there, because I can neither confirm nor deny that claim. I don't know.
Picture that you're in. And I'm like, oh, it's Young Berg. And he goes, oh, I should have known. He always has all the sexy ladies. And I was like, what is happening right now?
Brother shot his shot. I should have known. He usually has all the sexy ladies. We met at church, y'all. We met at church. Brother came smooth.
You're like, Steph, I know you said you're 14. Steph. I was 15. What are you trying to do right now?
At this time now, we're 19.
Okay.
18, 19. And so he goes, do you still live in LA? I'm here for a camp. Do you want to hang out? And I'm like freaking out because this guy, he was like the guy at church. Like all the girls loved him.
I thought you were going to say like in high school, like on the court. You're like, at church, he was the guy.
At church.
Was he the basketball guy in high school or no?
Apparently he was, but I genuinely didn't pay attention to that because I grew up in such an arts driven family that sports outside of like Doug Flutie playing for the Buffalo Bills like it just wasn't a thing in my house. And so he said, so we made plans to hang out, and then I said, where are you staying? And he said, Anaheim. And I was like, I was like,
you're like, so you're coming to me because I'm not.
At this point, I still have the other jobs, like trying to pay the rent. Gas is expensive. So I was like, I'm sorry, I can't this time. But if you're ever back, let me know and we'll go hang out.
Okay, so I guess that's how they met. Brother shot his shot, saw a girl in a music video, shot his shot, and was like, "Hey, yo, come on, girl. Who that? That you? Oh, you was in that brother's music. Yeah, he always got all the cute baddies. He always got all the baddies." And then she went back and clapped back like, "Oh, he used to drive all the church girls crazy." Like, what? Say word? You like word? Church, you know. Yeah, nah, it's nice. When you meet, I always, I'm not gonna say I always adore people who meet at church, but it's a nice concept, you know, to meet your wife, the love of your life at church. No, I can't say I've ever experienced that. Good on y'all. Good on y'all. Y'all did it right. Y'all did it right.
We'll go hang out.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it.
See, now at this point, I'll start to wonder. She never wanted to get married, never wanted to have kids. She said she never wanted to get married. I might be misquoting her.
I didn't want to get married. I want kids. I no. So I didn't want kids.
She didn't want kids. She didn't want kids. Didn't want to get married. But then ended up getting married at what age?
I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
It's so hard also to be the woman in a situation where you're like, men just don't get as much scrutiny. Like they can maybe tell him like your fucking shots suck tonight, but like the looks and all of that is just like not a factor of conversation as much.
No.
Did you talk to Steph about it? Like, or did you kind of keep it within yourself so it didn't?
I do not have a bone in my body that can keep anything to myself.
She wanted to be a career girl. A career girl, you know? She wanted well, not necessarily a 9 to 5, but she wanted to be a career girl. She was in music videos with rappers. I assume that was her lane. Maybe she was an actor too. I don't know. I didn't do my research on this one, but as far as I know from this conversation, she was a video girl. Video vixen. All right? That's the career she wanted to pursue. And she regrets not pursuing, or she including I think I heard she was an actor somewhere. I ain't never seen her acting. Never knew she was an actor. Hell, I only know her because she's Steph Curry's wife. I say I seen someone who kind of looked like her in music videos back in the day, but again, I can't confirm that. I don't know. I'm assuming. Allegedly. So the conversation starts getting weird right here because you wanted to have a career, you didn't want to get married, you didn't want to have kids, but you know, there's times you can't actually just, you know, sometimes love plans life for you. You know what I mean? Sometimes love plans life for you, and then things happen. One thing leads to another, another leads to that, and then you find yourself pregnant, married, but was it not happily? I mean, you married a superstar. You married a superstar. You know, like, let me not say too much. I need more. Let's go.
So if it comes to mind, it's coming out. And he's so gracious. Like, he tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like,
Can I just say, I think that's all men. When it comes to women, we try and understand what they really want. But do we really? Or we just end up like meeting them in the middle? I'm not quite sure what you're going on about, but I think this is what you want, so I'm gonna just try this to make you happy. No? I mean, I think that's every relationship. I don't think that's just specific to her.
it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why are you? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughter. So
That's actually a good point. Why can't you explain to him why you feel the way you do? Is there a reason you feel the way you do? Or you just feel that you lost a lot of your life having these babies and being in this marriage? That's what I'm trying to understand, because when I'm looking at it, I mean, it would seem like, you know what I mean? It would seem like you're regretting the decisions you made. You're regretting marrying this man. You're regretting having children with this man. Instead, wishing you would have followed your dreams, kept on with your video girl career. I don't know what else she was doing at the time. I'm just, I'm just going with what she said. It kind of sounds like, so now when I hear that, and then she's like, for him it was like, what do you mean? I don't get you. Like, it's not like, you know, the life she lived is a life, the life she's lived with Steph Curry up until this point is a life that millions of ladies dream of. The life that she's lived with Steph Curry to this point in time is a life that millions would give anything for. Millions of ladies would give anything for that life that she's lived with that man. One of the most talented basketball players to ever walk this earth. Real talk. And then, knowing that, she comes full circle back around to give us the impression that she wishes she hadn't treaded that trail. She hadn't walked that road. She had taken another lane, took another turn somewhere along the line. And once you do that, once you take another trail, right? Take another turn. You're not Ayesha Curry at that point. So I mean, you might follow your career, follow your dreams, but right now we only know you because you're Steph Curry's wife, mother of his children. We didn't know you. I mean, I sure didn't know you before when you was doing your youngin' things back when you was a teenager before you got with Steph. I only started noticing you when you was by Steph's side. Oh, that's Steph's wife. Oh, she a baddie. All right, shout out. Word up, brother. You got one. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I know this lady. And let me be fair to her. It's possible she may have gotten big in whatever career she was doing. Was it being a video girl or whatever? Who knows? She may have blown up. She may have become Kim Kardashian. I'm trying to think of the video girls, the famous ones. I guess y'all know. I sure don't. You know what I mean? I sure don't. The Kiki Palmer, is she? Let me just leave it at that. All right. The only reason I know you, Ayesha, is because you are Curry, you Stiff's wife. Apart from that, yo. So in my head, you're feeling these feelings because you're in a place of comfort thinking, what could have been? What could have been if I wasn't here in this luxury, this comfort of mine? Wearing all this designer, spending all this money, not worried about tomorrow. Because my husband got me set for life. You know? Believe me, if you weren't a Curry, you would have other problems. That may include your career. That career you wishing for may not have gotten you to the place you think it would have. Believe me, there are women your age right now wishing they had your life. Why? Because they probably had a Steph Curry at some point and they walked away from him, choosing their careers, and now they're your age, single, no children, wishing, looking at you, cheering you on, saying, you go, girl, be your own woman. Whilst deep down inside, they yearn for what you have. And that's one thing. That right there is one thing women, like, I don't get that about women. Like, I'm not saying this is all women, but you know, to be fair, men will do this too. To a point, right? To a point. Not as much as women do. Like, you're not in a place where you want to be in life, but because you're bitter, you look at someone who's in a better place than you are in and is not happy in that place and wishes she was where you at, and then you say to yourself, and you say it out loud, go get your independence, because you, what do they say? Misery loves company. Misery loves company, you know. These single women your age right now, no children, they gonna root for you to crash your marriage just so you can be drinking wine with them every other Thursday, Friday, Saturday, talking about what could have been. But you want to start pretty little fires for them so they can just gas that shit up. I don't know what we doing.
Quickly, I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm
Yeah.
not home, like, did you experience that?
I still experience
Okay.
that. I still experience that. I'm almost like I'm always in therapy talking about this.
Soft life, you know. It's soft life, you know. That's what she living, bro. Hey, you know it's crazy because depression comes in all shapes, forms, and sizes. Because the things that will lead rich people into therapy baffle me. You know why I might need therapy right now? I might need therapy because I'm thinking the same thing she's thinking. But I'm not even a fraction worth what she's worth. I wish I was doing better for myself, for my career. You know? I wish I could attain all the things that I strive to attain. But I don't got the capacity. I don't got the money to go get those dreams with, to fall back on if I fail to get those. I don't got that. I ain't even got a family. No wife, no kids. I ain't got a family. You know what I do? I don't go to therapy. I don't talk myself through therapy with a stranger just because my husband don't understand me. I ain't got a husband. I ain't even gonna have a husband, right? In my case, it would be a wife. But you know, it's weird. You got everything in the world, but the things you worry about are the things the majority of the world is running from. People at her age, there are women at her age who are doing the best for themselves in their careers, but they are longing for what this woman has. Absolutely longing for what this woman has. And she seems not to realize just what she has, because she wants what those single, childless, career driven women have. She wants that career. But you know what's not going to happen? Those miserable women who want what she has, but have what she wants, those single, childless women with their careers, they're not going to be like, hey, Ayesha, do you realize who your husband is right now? Do you realize where you are in life right now? You achieve self-actualization by marrying this guy, by being a mother of 4 wonderful children. You reach the pinnacle where most women your age strive to reach. Upon reaching that, you look back and say to yourself, I wish I was down there anguishing with those ladies, those career driven ladies. That's where I wish I was. It's crazy the things we take to therapy. is crazy.
If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
Ayesha Curry is a perfect example of why it is so important to have a whole phase.
Interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then
You know what the crazy thing is? I'm listening to her speak and I'm thinking that she's saying the things that used to make her feel confident. What makes her not feel confident at this point in her life? She is married to one of the most successful sportsmen in the world. One of the greatest basketball players of all time, not just our time, of all time. How do you lose your confidence whilst you're running with that? See, that's what I be saying. You got these actual career driven women who want what she has, but ain't gonna speak up and say, hey, yo, Ayesha, it's nice that you want a career, but baby girl, if I was you, I'd sit my tight little cute ass right where I'm at. Because me as a career driven woman who actually pursued a career that you're wishing you had, I'm actually wishing I'd found myself somebody like you. Started a family and don't gotta worry about a dime for the rest of my life. What's got your confidence all in a shamble? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's got your confidence all in a shamble when you married to Steph Curry? What does he do to you that takes all your confidence away? What is it about the children that takes all your confidence away? What is it about the marriage that takes all your confidence away? That's what I'm trying to figure out. This woman should be one of the most confident people you will ever come across. Ever. She should be. But she's talking about confidence while she's married to Steph Curry. The only reason we know her is because she's married to Steph Curry. If she had pursued that career, God knows whether it would have gotten her where she would have wanted to be. God knows if she would be enjoying that career right now. Most people ain't. Most people will tell you they are, but deep down when they walk into their homes on their own, lonely, no one to hold, they will tell you, I want what you got, Ayesha Curry. I've been at this for 10, 15 years, 20 years, this career thing. I achieved it all as much as I could. But good God, I wish I had what you have. Is it those women that are making you lose your confidence? Because I'll tell you one thing, it ain't Steph Curry. It ain't Steph. He's giving you the world. I'm pretty sure he has. He seems like the type of guy to try. He seems like the type of guy to try. If he don't, that's on me. But he seems like the type of guy who would try by all means to make and keep you happy. And now when you need to go to therapy just so you can talk these kind of feelings out, this is crazy. What are we doing? These are first world problems.
What are you doing?
Ayesha Curry is a perfect example of why it is so important to have a whole phase.
And these are the women I'm talking about. Do you think she's got a man? Do you think she's got children? Do you think she's married? Talking like this, talking all this smack. You think if Steph Curry stepped up to her, said, hey, you the love of my life. I'm worth millions, damn near $1 billion. Be my wife. You think she'd say no? Or you think she'd run into that man's arms? You think an actual successful career woman doing great for herself is going to be walking up to making comments like this about someone else's life? Whole phase. What kind of advice is that? Sis is talking about career. You talking about whole phases. You see what I'm saying? These women ain't good for shit. Y'all can't even talk to each other right. Whole phase. She talking, I wish I'd followed my career. I wish I'd been career driven. That's the part of my life I regret. Cause I ain't want to have kids. I ain't want to be married. But it turned out that way. And in your little head, in your little flipping head, you translate that to, I ain't have a whole phase. What are we doing? It's ridiculous, man. It's fucking ridiculous. That's what you get from this conversation? Whole phase?
Is a perfect example of why it is so important to have a whole phase. Go be a hoe. Be a hoe. But be a safe hoe though. Like protect yourself and don't get pregnant. That's why she's sitting over there feeling trapped. Trapped with Steph Curry. Sometimes you gotta go through some stuff to really appreciate.
Y'all think this woman is in a relationship? Talking all this smack. I'm just saying, y'all think this woman is in a relationship? Talking all this trap nonsense.
Appreciate what you have. She probably ain't never been hoed. She probably ain't never been drugged through the mud by a dude. She probably never been. She probably never had her heart broken time and time and time.
And what the fuck is wrong with that? Not everybody gotta go through shit to say they lived life. Not everybody has to live with regrets to say they lived life. Not those kind of regrets. Not everybody gotta be gang banged to say they lived life. She talking about career, you talking about whole phases, heartbreaks. When the fuck did she say? Oh my God.
Again, that's why she can't really appreciate what she has because it's
the fact that this hoe knows Ayesha should be appreciating what she has tells you she's saying all this shit, but she's being fucking disingenuous. If you think Ayesha Curry should be appreciating what she has, why the fuck would you be talking whole phase? What would a whole phase do? A whole phase would have had her appreciate the life she could have had. That's what a whole phase would have done for her. It would have had her appreciating a life she's seeing someone else living. I wish I had that lifestyle. Just what this, you see this bitch right here? This bitch right here is probably at home thinking about Ayesha Curry like, I wish I was that hoe. But I went through my whole phase. I missed out on them type of men. She probably the same age as Ayesha. Single, no children. Probably needs therapy more than Ayesha does. But she the one sitting out here talking about you gotta go through your whole phase. What? See, y'all women are not good. You just not good to each other. Not good for each other. You're not good to each other. And you really think y'all be rooting for each other. But this kind of the fuck out of here, bitch.
Like, I need something edgy. I need something fun. Like this mom stuff. This being married to Steph Curry, this shit is boring. And now she's really rebelling. She want to be in the streets. She want to be desired by other men. She probably want to do something with another man because she probably never experienced that. Like, when did they get together? Like high school or something? That is not enough time to be out in the world and do stuff and experience stuff. Like, you don't have to experience a whole lot. But I don't think she experienced anything at all. And now she's tied down, married with kids. You can't go do your thing right now.
Not all experiences are good experiences. And I know for damn sure every type of experience you saying she should have experienced would have been a fucking terrible experience. Because I know, because you probably don't got a man right now, they all exes, you probably wishing you probably ain't never go through all them experiences and had lived an Ayesha Curry life. But here you are talking you need to go through your whole phase. Bitch, shut up.
Unless you go do your thing and run the risk. Like, you ain't just no Lucinda from down the block. You're Ayesha Curry. If you gonna mess with anybody, trust me, we gonna know about it.
You see, people? That right there. That's why you can't trust nobody. That right there is why you don't just listen to everybody. Not everybody's worth listening to. Not everybody gives good advice. Not everybody is a good friend. Not everybody wants the best for you, talking about whole phase. Do you see this woman's life? Ayesha Curry? Married to Steph, 4 kids? How you like your life compared to hers? I'd love to ask this woman, talking about whole phases, how do you like your life compared to Ayesha Curry's? I would love to do a day-to-day vlog for a 2-week to 1 month period of each of their lives. We go bar for bar. Who's actually doing better with their life? You who went through your whole phase, followed your career, or Ayesha Curry, who followed her heart? Listen, all I'm saying is, ladies, when we talk about these topics, or when y'all talk about these topics to each other, with each other, y'all need to tell each other the truth. The women who have the careers, y'all need to help these Ayesha Curry type girls and be like, yo, what's stopping you from having a career? You married to Steph Curry, you got 4 children, but what stops you from having a career? What stops you from building a career? You got the family, you got the marriage, you got the supportive husband. So what stops you from doing what you want to do? And I ain't talking whole phases, I'm just talking careers. If you really want it, you can balance it. Parenthood and your career. And even if that's not the case, you career women, tell these Ayesha Curry types the truth. You wish you had what they had. You wish you had what they have. But no, you're going to sit there and talk about whole phases. You should have gone through your whole phase. Why? Because misery loves company. You are Ayesha's age. Probably single and lonely. Wishing you had what Ayesha Curry had. But you don't talk all this smack. The fuck is wrong with you ladies? Come on, man. We need to be better. I'm actually, see, I hear shit like that and I get pissed off. I get disappointed. That is, you can't be saying shit like that. Because at the end of the day, what have you done with what you have? You saying she should have done that, but you did that. What did you gain from that? Where are you now? You went through the whole phase. Are you in a healthy relationship now? Is your career fulfilling to you that you don't feel the need that you should have had a family, had kids, gotten married? Tell each other the fucking truth. Fuck all this, man. It's pissing me off. Listen, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? DBNK, y'all. Like, comment, let's grow this community. Leave a subscription, people. Let me love y'all and leave y'all. Peace, love, and happiness, y'all.